saying I'm not the best one for this job? Of course I am the best one. Fine, you can take this motherfucking job and shove it up your ass. Oh my god, bills. More bills. Why? Why are they trying to ruin me? Why? Why? Nobody loves me. Oh my god, I'm all alone. Oh my god. You know what? I am the best of the best of the best. You need to hire me. I got the job? Of course I did. I'm fucking bloody amazing. Woo! Suck it, bathroom. I got the balls now. I can do anything. Woo! Who cares? Fucking bloody amazing!
Schnoz-man HolePunch, the Justice League, episode number 6, will debut on Sunday, June the 2nd. But this is JohnRamboPresents The Show. My name is John, and I am joined by the man with the orange-flavored ponytail. OJ is here!
Hi!
How you doing, buddy?
Doing alright.
That was a strange look you had on your face right there. What's going on?
I don't know. I think it was just because Mark is the man.
What's going on with your hat today, sir?
I decided to wear a different hat.
What is this?
It's a Christmas gift for my mom.
You're still filling out the Christmas gifts for the mom.
Actually, I just finished another Christmas gift for my parents, too. It was some chocolate. There were only 4 left. I thought there were more in there, but there were only 4 left.
OJ's spacing out his gifts, apparently.
Yeah, I'm really slow.
So how's it going, bud? Did you have a nice Memorial Day?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was 2 days ago, do you remember?
I don't remember much of it. No, just kidding. Yeah, it was a good day. Very relaxing.
It was a good day. Memorial Day is one of those holidays that like you never really know when it's coming, and all of a sudden it's there. It's like a nice surprise, like 4th of July, like you know that's coming. Christmas, stuff like that. But then you got the secret holidays, I like to call them. All of a sudden they pop up, you get a day off, and all that stuff. And I pulled out the grill, man. I'm starting to get into grilling.
Nice.
I have been into it, but I'm starting to perfect it. It's become somewhat of a hobby. You know, I have to get one of those like cool like hats and everything, because I like wearing hats obviously all the time. Hat. Well, I need like maybe a chef head to put on top of the hat.
Oh my gosh, I'm having ideas. I'm having ideas.
You're gonna build me some sort of contraption, maybe.
Yeah.
So anyway, on Memorial Day, we're having a nice day. But this woman that lives down the street, I guess she had a little too much of the beverage, and she ran into a telephone pole.
With her car or on foot?
No, it was with the car. And the power went out in the neighborhood for a couple hours.
Oh, wow.
So I was happy about that, but when you're doing grilling, you don't need electricity, right?
No, you just need fire.
You just need pure fire, charcoal, something to ignite the fire, which is my eyeballs. And it was a good day, though. But you can't do that stuff with the drinking and the driving and all that.
Yeah, you don't mix those two together.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever have like a close call? What's going on back there? Someone there?
No, I just realized that it just seems dimmer in here. I'm looking at the camera and I'm trying to see why.
It's probably just the connection, so I wouldn't worry about it.
All right.
It'll adjust itself later. I don't know how many people would actually watch this anyway.
Aw.
They just minimize it while they're doing other things and, you know, watching more entertaining content, I guess.
Aw.
But anyway, you see today's intro.
Yeah, I saw today's intro.
What'd you think about that?
I thought that was pretty sweet.
I was pretty amazed by it. It came from Mark Crown Story, our good friend from Sweden. He put that together. Are you still there?
Yes.
You're going in and out. All right, so yeah, you sent that to me last night. I was thrilled with it, and I added like some music, and a little effect and stuff to it.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So that came out really nice. We appreciate that. I thought it was really funny. It helps me out because I don't have to do as much. You know, I don't have to sit there all day editing elephant pornography and whatever other ideas I have.
You do that anyway.
It's between us, OJ.
And the elephant.
We're supposed to be friends. It's between me and the elephants. It's between me and that copy of Dumbo from Disney.
Walk with the elephants.
So we have all kinds of good stuff going on, man, today. First of all, as we start here, we got another code to give out. Last week we gave out Arkham City for the Xbox 360. Somebody got it. I don't know. No one said they got it. Hopefully,
yeah, someone said they got it.
Someone said they got it. Okay, I don't know who it was. But we have a gentleman named Jose Velez. He's giving out the skins for the game.
Oh,
Arkham
that's
City
cool.
skins. So here we go. I'm going to post it in the chat. Boom. Post it in the chat. Xbox 360. And that's going to give you the skins for Arkham City.
There's a lot of R's in there. No, I guess just 3. 2. Never mind.
It's an Xbox code. I don't know. I shouldn't have to put codes in like that to play used games on your console. They'll be twice as long and more R's.
Don't remind me.
Triple the R's.
Arr.
So we have something else that's going on that's pretty exciting here, which I'm pretty happy about.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a little contest going on here.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, there's this dude. His name's Rob Zombie. He's made a lot of great art for us. He made the art. If you go on Twitch right now, like the banner that's above, he made that art piece. That's got the collage and all that. And he's done a tremendous amount of stuff that's really good.
Yeah, the boobs in the corner.
Yeah, he did that one. That's him.
Nice.
On top of other stuff he's done. So he sent me an email last night. He made this game, StayBallsy game. It's like a memory game, right? And you can access this right now at StayBallsy.com in the network section. There's a basically just copy the link, you put it in your browser, and you can play it. It's like a browser game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to show this to you. This is pretty crazy. This is the game right here. This is a live feed of the game.
Seriously?
Yes, and you can play
Nice.
it. I'm going to play it. It has music.
Awesome.
You hear the music?
Yes.
I'm going to mute it for now. It's like a memory game, so you hit it. Oh, there's Raposa. You try to find another Raposa. I found a Howard face. Howard having an orgasm of some sort. Right there. There's the Atom. Which I can't
believe they picked the Atom.
Which I didn't even know was part of this.
Wait, dude, that's the green screen version of the Atom. How'd they get that?
I don't know. There's me.
Wait,
constipated.
WTT.
There's Schnoz-man, not the same. That's a different me, so it doesn't count. I apparently suck at this game. But as you can see, there's a score and there's also a time.
Oh, no, keep going, John. Don't give up now.
No,
No, I want to see.
So what we're going to do is we want you to play the game, and whoever has the best score, if you think you have a great score, we want you to take a picture of your screen, send it in to me, StayBallsy@gmail.com, and whoever has the best score by next week's show, you will win a prize. I will mail you a prize in the mail.
Do we want to give them like a sock if they get the best time?
Well, I wasn't really anticipating that. There may be consolation prizes depending on how we feel. But for now, whoever has the best score, you will get a prize. If you send it in to me and you do all what you've got to do. Okay? Now look at this. There's a bonus game here. Let's check this out. This has music to it. Listen to this. This is great. I don't know what that is. The Schnoz-man Adventure Spectacular. So you can
Go for it.
Go different directions. It's not showing my mouse for some reason, so you can't really... We're going down. Schnoz-man's always going down. Superman shows up, looking for a good time. I can show you where Metropolis is.
What?
And then one of them is F off. I can find my own way, or I guess you could fight him. Believe Superman. No, we're going to attack Superman. What is this? Turn around. What is this guy?
Is that Slender Man?
She said it was too.
That's Slender Man.
This is the Watchman right here. Then there's Aquaman. I don't know what's going on.
The Thing?
That's Aquaman right here. I don't know. So you guys can check this out. You can mess around. It looks like it's pretty crazy. It's pretty in depth here, right?
Yeah,
Fight
seriously.
Death. Hold on, I'm not done yet. Let's fight him. That was. I guess it's over. I killed Death. I don't know. So that's the StayBallsy game. I think it's pretty nice.
I think that's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Oh, it's so much easier to understand once I mute the stream again.
Oh, you're listening to me twice, huh?
Yeah.
You like my voice that much?
Yeah.
There's more going on. We're not done. We're
Yeah.
just giving stuff out today. It's out of control. Remember OJ's in the Sky?
I remember OJ's in the Sky.
You were in the sky for a couple days. Cops are after you, and the military, NASA.
They're like dogs. They don't look up.
Speaking of OJ in the Sky, I was playing music today for about a half hour on stream. So you guys on YouTube, you can check that out on Twitch TV. I have it archived there. And you can listen to me play some music and destroy my voice, which is why it kind of hurts right now.
Aw, man.
But anyway.
Warm up more, dude.
I don't know how to do that. So anyway, speaking of OJ's in the Sky, if you go to StayBallsy.com right now, you're going to get the free game that Rob Zombie made, the memory game we just showed. And that's the contest. You can also get OJ's in the Sky for free MP3 download. It's
Nice.
an iPod, electric toaster, internet, whatever. Pots and pans, the whole thing. So that's available there as well. The MP3, boom.
Very, very nice.
Giving stuff out here.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm briefly checking out the site. Which page? There it is. It's on the IV network. Nice.
Yeah, the game's on the network page, and OJ's in the Sky's on the main page.
OJ's in the Sky.
Which I was kind of surprised that people wanted that, because it is frightening. And I created it, it does keep me up at night.
It wasn't that frightening.
You had way too much fun making that thing. It looked like you were on a blast.
It took so long. But it was fun.
So next week's a big week for us.
For many reasons.
Is this thing moving at all? What's going on here?
Is what thing moving?
Oh, okay. The slide thing.
Armpits.
So next week, one of the things that's happening is I got this Twitch TV account, and we do the show on it. But there's other stuff you can do. Did you know this? You can do other streams besides
I
the
had heard.
show. That is allowed. We are allowed to do that. So Marvel Heroes is coming out
Oh,
on
man.
Tuesday.
On Tuesday.
I think if you bought the early stuff, you get it earlier. I don't know if I'll be able to play on Sunday. We'll see. Perhaps.
Nikes.
Definitely Tuesday. I'm going to attempt to do a stream of Marvel Heroes and then probably always stream it when I play the game.
I would love to join in, but this week is so crazy for me.
That's perfectly fine, OJ.
Which we'll get into in a bit.
Oh, really?
Well, just in case anyone's going to be in Ohio next week.
You're going back to prison in Ohio. Isolation.
In a manner of speaking. I don't know why I keep doing that.
It's your thing. I just imagine you're like the Silence of the Lambs. They they strap you down and wheel you out. And there you are. Oh, boy. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, Marvel Heroes. So I'm going to attempt to stream it. When I play it, the only thing that could stop me is if the computer somehow can't do it.
Oh.
I was in the beta, and I was able to play the game perfectly fine. I don't see any reason why it would mess up. The only thing I'm worried about, if you have like Skype going and the game and the stream, that might be a problem.
A little bit.
But we're going to try our best. We're going to try to do it. Hopefully make some videos of that. We're definitely going to play with, we got a bunch of people that want to play. I know Mooney and Moonsbro. Those are two different guys. And Mark, a bunch of people.
Yeah, and then we're going to get me in there sometime soon.
Okay. What character are you playing?
Cyclops?
It's cool because everyone's kind of picking their character. You know, like everyone has a distinct character that maybe they feel as they relate to.
Yeah. Well, I relate more to 90s Cyclops, I think.
You I told you this the other day and you freaked out. I was like, you used to be like the old Cyclops, but now you're becoming like the new Cyclops.
It's got its good points and bad points.
And I didn't really even mean anything by it, but it freaked you out. You're like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Am I really? I was like, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So.
Aww.
So look for that. Marvel Heroes.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I hope so. The beta, I didn't get to play too much, but what I did play was pretty fun.
I like what I played. A lot of times I got stuck in rooms. Like
they fixed that by now, hopefully.
There was one game that we tried to play, and then I couldn't leave a room. I was just stuck in there eternally, and then OJ just kept going.
Well, I was trying. I'm like, here, I'm trying to invite you to join my quest, and it's just like, nope.
And then he's saying all the cool stuff he's doing, and I couldn't join in. It's like, oh my god, this is so fun.
Aww.
Miss Marvel stripping down Doc Ock. I just stuck Doc Ock with his own tentacles in his anus. This is great.
Oh my gosh. This is why I'm going to worry if... Did they make a Spider-Man anime yet?
No, that's surprising, actually.
That's going to be effing frightening, because you know they're going to turn Doc Ock into a perv.
Yeah, probably. So, the big thing going on with us is a big deal. It's for us, hopefully for other people as well. Schnoz-man HolePunch, episode number 6, of course, comes out
6
on June 2nd. You know, you may not have realized that by the giant red June 2nd at the bottom of the screen for the last several minutes. But it feels really good to actually say that it's coming out. like on the air, like for real. Because there was often times where before I went to bed, I would just have to say to myself, "It'll be coming out this weekend," just to trick myself into thinking it's going to be all right.
John.
And there were times during this process where I thought maybe it wasn't going to happen at all. Did you ever feel that way?
I figured we were going to power through it until we got it.
Really? We had some conversations where I was like, I don't know if this is even going to happen at all.
You scared me a few times, yes.
There was a couple breaking points. But we got through it, man. 6 months in the making. I think we started in November. And we didn't do anything in December. So it was about 6 months.
Yeah.
And John watched the episode, the completed
Several
episode.
times.
And John was funny because he's like, some of this I don't remember. And I'm like, yeah, we filmed some of this like in November. Some of it was filmed like last week. You know, so it was such a crazy process, man. It was definitely a big sacrifice. I definitely did some damage to my personal life.
Oh.
And professional as well. But it's what you do, man. You know, it's what you do. If you believe in something, and in order to create something, you gotta sacrifice. It's got to be hard. It's got to be like that. It's just how it is. But we also kind of sacrificed the channel big time, you know, because like the only thing we had on the channel was the show.
The show,
for
yeah.
months
I mean,
and
we were experimenting with other stuff, doing some other things, and we were just like,
everything's put on hold.
Yeah.
But people stuck with us, man. This is the
yeah,
payoff.
you guys.
This is gonna be the payoff for all of you guys that didn't give up hope. You know, and it's funny because like there's often times we did the show, and people in the comments were like, John seems like he's tired. I was like, yeah, I was tired. I am now. You know, it was quite a process on top of everything else you got to do. You know, it's
not. People don't understand how much nonsense goes into video editing.
Right. It's funny 'cause I have a professional license, right, that I use for work and stuff like that. I'll tell you what, it's a real estate license, right, that I have in the state of New York that I need to have. And every 2 years you have to take some classes to like continue the license and like renew it basically. So I chose not to. I basically got to a point where it was like I couldn't do it because I had to finish the episodes, right? So I let the thing go.
No.
And basically what happened is it's not so bad. It's suspended until I basically do the classes.
Dude,
but I could get
man.
very screwed if people find out that's what happened.
Then why are you saying that?
Because I have to. Because I'm telling the people how it is. I'm pouring my heart out here, OJ. You know, that's part of the things that happen. So we had all kinds of issues. We had equipment breakdowns. We got kicked out of places. We had difficulty maintaining actors and finding actors, and I also had to learn a lot in order to do some of the stuff. You know, it was a learning process. You know, so. And we laugh about like the show intros, like how wacky they are and stuff, but that's really like where I learned how to do things. Because I'll be like, I have an idea for like an intro,
yeah, and
then I'll have to figure out how to make the thing that I thought of, and then that kind of comes into play later on. Like, oh, I know how to do this thing, so I could put that in the episode now. You know, it all kind of comes together, man. So, but we're complaining a lot about it. It was mostly for me. It was a lot of fun. OJ.
I hope so.
And the funnest thing for me like wasn't actually doing it, but like just it was almost like a twisted summer camp in a lot of ways. Right? I don't know if you agree with this.
Camping out on my couch?
It was like a messed up summer camp, especially when we had everybody together, like day after day, and we'd all show up. We all show up in the morning.
Except with better food. Except for those Taco Bell excursions.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It was just fun because I would show up at your house really early in the morning, and OJ would usually be in the shower, and he would just leave the door open for me. So I'd come in, I start looking
Not to the shower, the door to the house.
I'd come into
the door to the shower.
I would come into the house and sit down and start looking at the script and stuff, and then we'd start talking about what we're going to do that day, and then we would just break down into like listening to the Beatles. I would always have the Beatles on. I don't know if people would realize that.
Oh yeah.
I just all the time. I was always have the Beatles on, and I feel like that was a good vibe for the production because like the Beatles are kind of like they can be real serious or they can be like real zany at times, and that kind of is what we're doing in some ways, right? It's always good to compare yourself to the Beatles. It always makes you look. You always come out looking good if you do that. Not quite. Well, then we would, like a lot of times we start watching X-Men.
The animated series was so good.
We would watch X-Men the animated series, and then we'd have to pick everybody up at the train station or whatever. And that was the fun times for me, man. It was a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
I enjoyed that part of it. And then it got crazy, but so I don't want to tell you a lot about it. I want you to watch it, form your opinion on it. We want to hear what you have to say about it, definitely. But I will tell you, it's about a half hour long. It's which is about the size of three episodes from last year, basically. Those are about 10 to 15 minutes. So it's kind of like 2.5.
Slacking.
Yeah, and there's more. This isn't the end. There's gonna be more coming next month. So it's got a bunch of original music that I made. A lot of you guys contributed to it. We got Hazard and stuff. Mark 2-Bit, Museus helped us out big time with a song.
And
Sturmgeist, the great Sturmgeist 13. He gives me a hard time all the time, but I still love him. He's a great guy. He did a tremendous amount of work on this. We would sit on Skype for like hours and going over little things and me telling him to change art and stuff. And, he did a great job. We'll talk more about that next week when everyone gets to see it, and I can actually say, this guy did this, this guy did this, that's going to be good. And we got a lot of new characters in the show. We have the great Uncle Yo playing a character. I think he's going to steal the show big time.
Yeah, he's gonna show you guys just how bad I am at acting.
People are going to go, oh, that guy's great, I think. We have an attractive female in the episode, which is always nice to see, right?
I thought that was my job.
You were the looks before, but you've been replaced. And quite honestly, it's the best thing I've ever created. I feel pretty good about saying that. And I'm a person that always tried to make stuff for years and years. This is the best thing I've done. Do you feel the same way, OJ? Is the best thing you've been a part of?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
It's a lasting accomplishment.
It's not saying much, but that's how I feel about it. And I think it's I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be a statement of what we're capable of doing.
Mm-hmm. It's our shout at the world.
That's very much what it is. It's a big FU to the world, saying, look, we can do this pretty decently. And again, we did this with no budget, no real locations, no training in film or anything like that, no Kickstarter, right? It's just no
Kickstarter.
No Kickstarter. Just the knowledge that we have the support of the people behind us, and that they're looking forward to seeing what we're going to do, and that's all. That's what carried us through it, Mm-hmm. And it's kind of fun because I don't think anyone outside of this, like you, me, and everyone that's here today, everyone that's on YouTube that follows us, from the beginning. I don't think outside of us, people really care about it, or really maybe even will when it comes out. You never know. But I mean, screw those people, right?
This is for us.
This is for us on June 2nd.
This is for us. This is for you.
June the 2nd. This is for our little group, our little tribe, our crazy little team we got, our family. This is our day of celebration and enjoyment, and that's that. Screw everybody else. But if they'd like to watch it, they're more than invited to. They're more than welcome to check it out.
Like the Fantastic 50-something.
Boy, I think it's a success. If you guys like it, then it's a success. And it's weird going into something like spending that much time and monetary things and knowing that you're not going to really get it back.
Yeah.
Well, you can't. There's things you can't put a price on.
Nope.
And when if you guys say, hopefully, they say we like this a lot, then there you go.
We're gonna be, and at the end of it, what are we gonna be? We're gonna be able to say we made a movie.
Because there's things that make money that people don't like.
Whereas we have
that aren't
something
good.
that we think people will like that won't make any money.
There you go. So there we go. June the 2nd. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Because like I said, that's the thing that we care about the most. So after you watch it, please let us know what you think. You want to post it on the comments there. You want to send me an email, Twitter, or something like that. Definitely want to hear what you think about it.
Please let us know.
We put everything we got into it. You know, it's an ongoing thing. There'll be more coming. And that's that. We're going to do a stream of it. A lot of people were asking. I think what we want to do on next week's show is we're going to show it and break and stop the video and do that
Talk
kind of thing.
about it.
Yeah, like a DVD type of review type thing.
Yeah.
We're going to do that, but maybe Sunday night what I could do is I will stream probably, and we could just hang out.
Cool.
Maybe if you're busy, don't worry about it, but I could do it.
My friend's coming from Texas.
All right, well, I'll probably run a stream on Sunday night, and I'll talk to you guys in the chat. Just show it maybe once or twice. Keep it running, and if you guys want to check it out. So follow me on Twitter for more info on that, but it will be on YouTube early in the day. For me. Probably about 10 a.m. Eastern time, it'll be up. Okay? Is everyone tired of hearing about that yet?
I'm not tired of it.
No?
No.
You're not tired of it yet?
No, just keep talking about it. I want to hear.
For the next hour and a half, just keep going about it. I had this issue I just want to talk quickly, and you know about this. I had this issue with the editor when I was finally putting the final episode together. There's always some kind of calamity that happens. I remember last year, for episode 5, when I was doing the final render of the episode, the power went out.
Yeah.
For a day, and I couldn't finish it. But this year, I'm rendering it, and it's a half hour, so it's pretty huge. Yep. And it just keeps crashing over and over again. I'm using Sony Vegas. So what I find out is that there's some kind of restriction with Sony Vegas, where if you have over 2 gigs worth of stuff in your project, it will crash when you render. It lets you put this stuff in the project. It doesn't say don't do this. It lets you do it, and then it just crashes over and over again. So it's pretty crazy. I figured out a workaround. I just signed in as the admin of my computer. I had to download another program that gets you in the back end of the Vegas, and then you can check a bunch of boxes and change a bunch of shit, and then you could stop the restriction. But the restriction's it's a security feature basically, because they don't want you to destroy your machine by rendering giant things. But I'm obviously the one trying to do this, right? So wouldn't it say you sure you want to do this? It just says no, you can't. But I'm the one that owns the program. I own the computer. I'm trying to do it. It's a security feature. What do they think? Someone's gonna break into your home and just start rendering shit? Just make these giant files? Sort of breaks into your house, and they're like, look at this computer. Let's just make 17 gig files and try to render it and just blow their computer up. I don't know. That doesn't happen.
Well, I don't think it would blow up. It would just freeze.
But it's kind of just in general. It's kind of weird that a program would stop you from doing something you want to do. You're trying to do.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. That's computers for you.
That's computers for you, right?
Yeah, there are big boxes of frustration with moving parts.
They should just do what I tell it to do.
Oh, computers will do what you tell them to do, but that's the problem.
Yeah.
You want them to do what you want them to do.
That's right. I'm sure the Xbox One will do whatever you want it to do. So, anyway. What the hell's going on with you next week? You said you have all kinds of stuff happening?
Yes, friends.
Yeah.
Is anyone going to be in Sandusky, Ohio for Colossal Con at the Kalahari Resort? If you're there, you can find me hanging out at the Athena's Wink booth with t-shirts and candles and hats galore.
Do you have t-shirts?
They should be arriving next week. They didn't send me an invoice yet, though.
What kind of shirt? We got StayBallsy shirts, and we got blue StayBallsy shirts now?
Yep. In black and blue for me and you.
So they're blue, and then they got StayBallsy in white and red.
Yep.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a royal blue, like think Leonardo blue.
Yeah. What kind of candles are you gonna bring?
I got a bunch actually. I may have made one with hearts in it because I do believe someone asked for that. I won't bring it, but I got it. Doug, I'm talking to you.
Oh, you're talking to Doug. I thought I know what you were saying.
He wanted a Zelda Hearts candle. I don't know if I did what he wanted, but there is one with hearts.
So that's exciting. You excited about the convention?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. It's at a water park, and hopefully, if some of you guys are going to be there, I'll get to see you.
Are you a water park guy? I feel like the rides are kind of dangerous.
I actually have a better time with water parks than I have with regular amusement parks.
The water parks are out of control because you go down the thing on the tube, like the tubes.
Yeah.
But you're like completely, on your own device. Like anything could happen. You're strapped into anything.
Yeah.
My friend's father, I remember back when we were kids, we went, and his father went in the thing. He was going so fast, he went upside down and then fell on his face, and broke a bunch of stuff in his face.
Excuse me.
And there's blood. I swear to God, I was there, right? He was bleeding all over the place. He broke his whole face. Ugh. And there's blood in the water coming down. Oh. And you see it shooting out of the bottom. And then there's kids in the pool. And there's blood shooting, and they didn't even stop anything.
Oh, that's awful.
And I remember I was on one time, and I was going really fast, and then I lost control of the tube, and I lost the tube, and I was just going down a loose man down the tubes.
Okay, I heard that differently. I've never had that sort of a problem at a water park. The most dangerous thing I can think of are the bumper boats, but I think they strap you in, so you're okay.
Well, that's a little different. I'm talking about the tubes.
Tubes? The whole country's going down the tubes.
I went to Disney probably 15 years ago. Probably 15 years ago. And Blizzard Beach, they have this crazy slide. The Lagoon or something? Look it up. It's like
Lagoon?
I don't know, it's something like that. It's the steepest water slide. And I went down the thing.
Wow.
And it was insane because it was like, you get to the top of it, it's like looking down a completely vertical wall. And you somehow slide down this thing. Did you find it? Blizzard Beach.
Blizzard
Do they still have it?
Typhoon
Lagoon? Is that it?
That's the one at Disney, I think.
That's at Disney, yeah.
I don't see Blizzard Beach. That's because this is an effing terrible, terrible article.
All right, well, forget it. There's an Orlando.
Half of it is Facebook comments.
All right, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. So all I'm saying, OJ, just be careful going to the water park, all right? I want you to
I'll be
yourself.
careful.
You are allowed to make a video similar to how you made your Las Vegas video where you jumped off the thing.
Oh.
If you want to do something like that, again,
no.
That's perfectly fine. Because we'd love to use the footage. I don't know what it could be. Maybe you try to drink all the water in the pool. What do you think about that?
That would be gross. That would be so gross.
Would be
you know
gross.
How filthy water park water is?
I know.
But I do plan on drinking in the pool. I will be having beverages while swimming, which is kind of weird because you're surrounded by liquid and you're imbibing liquid. Does that mean that you're partially drowning?
What kind of beverages?
I don't know. All kinds.
It's not good for you, the stuff you drink.
Pineapple juice is also a beverage.
Just don't drink the blood that's in the water from the kid's father.
That's so bad.
Okay?
So yeah, if anybody's at Colossal Con, Sandusky, Ohio, Kalahari Resort for Colossal Con, let me know. I will be there. Send me an email. Send me a tweet. Do what it takes to get me on my feet. Come down from the hotel room to see you
You're actually gonna socialize with people this time, not like PAX East where you disappeared for several days and didn't answer text messages or tweet at all.
There were some... PAX East this year was kind of weird.
Something happened. Things happened to you.
I spent a lot of time walking.
Running away from something.
No, fetching things.
Oh, you worked.
It was fun, but yeah, I helped get some stuff for some friends who they ran out of
you were put to work basically at your
price gun. They ran out of price gun stickers and bags and stuff. So
you were put to work.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I don't know if you have this store near you. We just got this new store. It's called Whole Foods.
Yep.
These are opening all across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And the deal is, it's like a healthy supermarket.
More like lots of organic stuff, less processed food.
Have you been? You have this? Or would you say? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it's got less. More unprocessed food. I don't shop there, but
why not? Why don't you go to it?
It's farther away than all the other grocery stores.
Oh, okay. Would you go to it if it was closer?
I don't know. If it were closer than Fairway Market and Stop and Shop, I guess I'd go there. But right now I go to Stop and Shop most of the time because it's closer, and Fairway Market if I'm going off of the train station.
So that's where you can find OJ as well, not only at the convention but at the several grocery stores. What day do you usually go to the grocery store? Tuesdays?
Tuesdays or Thursdays.
So if you're around Stanford Tuesdays or Thursdays at the Fairway Market, you might see OJ there.
Well, I go to the Fairway Market usually on like Fridays or weekends.
All right, they don't care.
I'm at the Stop and Shop in Stanford in Norwalk on weekdays.
Oh, okay. We gotta be sure about this. All right. So anyway, we got the Whole Foods. I wanted to go check it out. So we went yesterday, and the first thing you notice, you go inside of the place, 100% white people in the store. And I'm not saying that's wrong, that's right, or anything like that. That's just an observation. It is a very diverse area. There's all kinds of different people in the area, but in this particular store, all white people, and that's kind of scary to me. It's kind of scary. So the store itself, pretty nice. You know Trader Joe's? It's like a big Trader Joe's.
It's like a Trader Joe's with it's snootier than a Trader Joe's.
Right.
It is snootier. They have a good beer selection, a decent beer selection though, better than Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. Anyway,
the thing I saw that they have all these different like stations. There's like a pizza section. These guys making sandwiches. There's like a coffee place. There's a cheese area. And I'm a big cheese man. Are you a cheese man? You like the cheese?
I just had some camembert with crackers.
So you're a cheese guy. You're a connoisseur of the cheese?
I'm not a connoisseur, but I like cheese.
What do you do with the cheese? You put it in your mouth? You put it somewhere, other places? What do you do with it? You smell it?
I put it on crackers. I put it on apples.
On apples? I don't do that.
It's okay. Depends on the type of cheese. I found out I don't really like brie on apples. That's not so good. You need something like a Gouda or a
I'm
Monarch.
surprised you eat like brie and things like that. Doesn't seem like something you would like.
I didn't eat brie.
Who got you into the brie?
My Aunt Joelle.
She's like, you got to try this brie.
Well, we were at her house.
It's not even like cheese. It's like freaking gelatin or something.
It's like soft. It's a soft cheese.
It's goo.
I didn't like soft cheese until I had that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. She had crackers everywhere and the cheese was on. I'm like, okay, fine. Everyone's eating this cheese. I'll give it a shot. And I just went, this may have the consistency of confusion, but I'm gonna go with this.
See, I'm a cheese man, but I like manly cheeses. I like a sharp cheddar.
That's good.
I like a Monterey Jack.
That's good. Oh, what about pepper jack?
Pepper jack, buffalo jack, anything with a jack.
Excuse me. If you want to be really snooty, not really snooty, but moderately, Boar's Head triple jack cheese or whatever, or 3 pepper jack.
Yeah.
You had this cheese. Remember this, John?
Oh, I know that cheese, yes.
That cheese is mad spicy. It's delicious.
So anyway, they have like the whole cheese section. You could buy like the big roll. I never saw this before. We never really had this before. The cheese in the round cheese things. It's real expensive. It's like $30.
Like a wheel.
There's a wheel of cheese of any type you want.
Yeah.
I realized I had no extra money for that. I did not get one, but I said if I was a rich man right now, there'd be many of these cheeses that would be coming home with me.
What's your favorite cheese then?
I like all types of cheese.
If you could have a wheel of one cheese, what would that cheese be?
The one I was looking at was the buffalo. It was a buffalo cheddar.
Buffalo cheddar.
It was like Wisconsin buffalo cheddar or something like that. I wanted to try it. Well, pepper jack, man, like jalapeno cheese. What is that called? Hollow jack? I don't know what that's called.
I think that's pepper because it's.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, okay. Touche, OJ.
Checkmate.
You've won this round. I don't know, just any of that stuff. The reason I'm talking about this today is because I want you to maybe get some of this for Christmas for me or my birthday. Okay? That's the only reason why we talked about it.
Well, as long as you post it to YouTube and put cheese in the description, I'll know.
Yeah.
Because I can just go, John Rambo presents cheese.
Yeah.
I know what to get. You know, as long as you're on the subject of gifts, both my parents' birthdays are coming up, and then Father's Day.
Yeah.
Am I a bad person if I want to get my parents gifts while I'm on vacation and get them really cool souvenir stuff?
You give them this thing?
What thing? What thing?
This thing here.
I don't see.
Just give him one of those. Just give him one of those and call it a night. Okay, John? So, there you go. Where could we go with this? We got a couple different ways we could go. Here's something I want to talk about. It's kind of random. I was doing a stream with DSP last week.
Yup.
He's doing a podcast now, by the way. So if you guys want to check that out, it's over at his channel.
Right now?
No, he does it. I don't know when he does it actually. I think he does it on Thursdays or something. But he is the king of hate vlogs. So that's where it is. I don't know, whatever.
Keep an eye out.
But we were talking about something, and we got talking into talking about like patience, how people have like on the internet sometimes they have like very little patience, and they want things just like instantly. So we started talking about like movies. Do you remember what the process it was just to find out when the movie was playing? Like not even just to go.
Like before Movie Phone.
Right, because now you hear all these articles about how people won't go to the movies because it's just too much of a bother to go and blah blah blah.
They don't know what a bother is.
It used to take you like hours to find out when the movie played.
Do you know what you'd need? Now this is gonna sound crazy, Doug. You're right. You'd need a newspaper.
Yeah, but
you have to go into the newspaper to the entertainment section and flip through, and then find the theater you're looking for.
Right. But it's not even what would always happen. This would always happen to us. The paper comes in the morning, right? So by the time you get to the evening, everyone gets home from school and work. It's like we want to go to the movies, and somebody already threw out the paper. This would always happen. It would always be tossed. Like, you wanted to go to the movies. Why'd you throw out the paper? I remember this 1,000 times. So you'd have to do is you'd have to call to find out. You don't just call like a national number that tells you when the movie's playing. Like Fandango's, like everyone goes to that or whatever.
Yeah, this is before Fandango.
You'd have to call the actual movie theater. And a lot of times you didn't know what the number was. So you have to go into the phone book, find the theater. Is it under movie? Is it under theater? What is it under? I don't know. Somehow find it in the phone book. Get the number of the theater that you're trying to go to. Call them. And it would be busy. The line would be busy for who knows. You have to call over and over again, hoping to get that one brief instant where there's no one calling, and slip in, and then you'd get in. And what would happen, OJ? You'd hear a recording, right?
Yeah.
And would go. It was a voice of like someone that worked in the theater. It was usually not. They did not speak very well usually.
Nope. And
they would go through every movie. And they would say, "The Lion King plays at this time, this time, this time, this time. Pulp Fiction plays it," and then you'd finally get to the movie you wanted to know, and then you go, "Oh shit, we can't go at that time," or it's sold out, we can't go, right? And then you have to call another theater, and the whole process starts again.
Can't win.
But it was a crazy thing, man. That's stuff I don't miss.
Like, dude, you'd find out the movie's playing at like 9:30, and it took you till 9 to find out when the movie was playing.
Yeah.
And it's a half hour to the theater.
Right. That would happen quite often.
It was bad. I mean, at least when you got there, you'd be spending like, what, $10 for the movie, and there's no stupid 3D option?
That's true. It was like $7. You know. The movies were, I think it was a lot bigger back then. Like, everyone would always go.
Uh-huh.
Because you just had less entertainment options, you know, so. Friday, Saturday night, like, that was where everyone in the world was at. They're seeing freaking, you know, Jurassic Park and whatever.
We'd see bad movies.
You would just go, yeah, you just see stuff you don't even want to see. We have nothing to do.
You just go out there like, oh, well, let's see if something's playing. You drive to the theater.
All right, might as well go. We're here.
We're 10 minutes into Ghost Stooges 5. 3 was okay.
Let's just go to it. So, you know, you gotta kind of put everything in perspective. I guess it was even harder before that, though. Like, you go back to when the movies first began, you would probably have to go to the theater and then find out when the movie was playing. There's no way to call or anything, right? like generations before us.
Yeah.
Because we're acting like it was so hard, but before us it was probably even worse.
You'd get your news from the movie theater. You would see, like, there'd be like a cartoon for the kids and then all sorts of crazy stuff.
A reel about the war, what's going on with the boys overseas, and then you get some movie with no sound. A silent film. So I think it's a little matter of perspective, you know. I guess whatever was going on now, people will think was hard later on.
Yeah, though I do recommend you all go see The Artist.
I would have to take out my phone, and I'd have to go to a website that would tell me the times of the movie, and I would have to buy my tickets over the phone if I chose to. And then I guess what will happen in the future will just be like, because everything's all about like talking into machines and shit, like the Kinect. Like you just take your Kinect 5000 and you go, I want movie. You don't even it's gonna be like the Idiocracy. You ever see that movie?
Not yet, actually.
You should see that. Like people can't speak anymore because they're so used to just computers doing everything. So they'll just take it and be like, you know, movie tonight, and then the tickets will print out of the thing, and then that's it. Oh, you'll actually watch it on the thing. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are you holding again?
What is this?
Yeah. Anyway, looks like a flashlight.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Speaking of movies, go watch The Art. How it blinds. Go watch The Artist. It's a good movie. Dang it. It's a mostly silent film, and it's awesome.
I think it won some awards.
It has
Anyway,
music.
so what I want to do today, I want to kind of start something new. In honor of Marvel Heroes coming out, OJ's ready. He's ready for the information. Marvel Heroes is coming out. We like comics. We like superheroes and stuff, right? Do you like that stuff?
Yeah.
So what I want to do is kind of like do like a spotlight week to week. We pick a character in the game at random, and we kind of talk about the character a little bit. Because maybe there's people playing the game, they don't know what the characters are, what they do, or anything like that. You seem excited by this.
Yeah. I'm getting the website open right now so we can randomly pick
I thought you would like this. So what we could do is maybe talk about the character, our experiences with the character, what they do, what we like about them, what we don't like about them, what we think. We will try to come up with a storyline for them that we think would be good, that they could do in a future comic. What do you think about that?
That's a good idea.
All right. Do you have go to the Founders pack so that it shows all the characters there?
About that.
What?
I don't see the Founders packs anymore. Oh, there they are. They're on sale. F that sauce.
Yeah, we got ripped off.
It's cool. It's cool. I still got the awesome day.
I got into the beta like months ago, so whatever, man.
All right, I got it open. Do you want me to roll a die, or do you want me to just get a random number?
You should just find a random way to pick one character, and then
1, 2, 3.
We will go into this cold
6.
and try to see what we could do with this character.
There's 26 characters listed. I'm going to go to random.org and pick a number from 1 to 26.
Okay.
26. All right, our first character is 21. So 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21.
It better not be the raccoon. It's not the raccoon, is it?
No, it's your friend, John.
Who?
Thor, the mighty Thor.
Wow. Okay, we got Thor. That's a good one to go with.
Yeah, if we picked this in advance, if we had some of the comics, we could hold them up. I got some kick-butt Thor comics outdoors.
All right, so why don't you give a brief bio of Thor for people that may not know what the character or anything about the character.
Thor is based loosely on the Norse god of thunder, whose name was Thor. Thursday is named after Thor. Wednesday is named after his father.
How did they get away with doing that, actually? Because they just took a character from mythology and were just like, this is a superhero now. Why were they allowed to do that?
Who was gonna? Well, I don't know. Tell that to.
Are all the mythology, like all these mythological beings and stuff? It's all public domain, all of them.
I don't see. I think Thor has been around long enough that he's pretty public domain now.
But couldn't DC just go? We were making a Thor 2.
John, note that Marvel. There's an Ares character, right?
Yeah. Well, there's an Ares in Marvel and DC.
And an Ares in DC as well. It's the same deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
He's public domain. That's the first thing we know about Thor. He's a public domain character.
Yeah, he's a public domain character. So Thor is immensely powerful, and I think what his big character flaw is that he's vain, right? He's presumptuous. He
thinks he's so unstoppable. A lot of times he'll just run into battles. They go, "Still don't, not yet, Thor." Like Captain America, be like, "Stop, hold on, buddy." chill out. And he's like, no, for Asgard. He'll fucking run in.
You dare strike the son of Odin?
Yeah, and he's always talking about his father a lot. Like, imagine you did that. Always telling people who your father is. I mean, that's, it's a little much.
Don't you know who I am?
He's very proud. On the other hand, though, he's very proud of his family. He doesn't try to hide it. A lot of people don't talk about their family much, but he's all about that. Now, it's interesting about Thor. Mm-hmm. When they first brought him into Marvel, and I believe it was Stan Lee and Ditko, or Kirby, one of those guys. Some combination of that. The storyline was that he was an average dude. This is going back to the 60s, I believe.
Oh, yeah, go on.
He was just a guy. He wasn't Thor. He wasn't anything. He was a guy that found the hammer in a cave, and then he gained the powers of Thor.
Yeah, you're not talking... This is before the Doctor guy, right?
This is like the very first thing they ever did with the character.
So this isn't crippled leg guy.
No, this isn't what they did in the movie. The movie, he was Thor in Asgard. He came to Earth, blah blah blah. Yeah. But what they initially did was he was just a guy that found the hammer, and from when he put the hammer up, he would become Thor.
He was a little bit like Billy Batson and Captain Marvel.
But I could be wrong about this. Maybe you could look this up on Wikipedia or something right now, so I don't sound like an idiot.
Yeah.
But I think what they changed it to was that he was always Thor, but he didn't have any memory of who he was, and then he became Thor. He was never this just average guy. He was always Thor, and he came about this hammer because it called to him.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember the origin story where Odin, to punish Thor for being presumptuous, sent him to Earth, and he was this crippled doctor guy, and then he could turn himself into Thor with the hammer and stuff. That
might have been later on, because I think a lot of stuff. Yeah. A lot of times they didn't work out. They would cancel them and then bring them back. No,
1960s, right here from Wikipedia. We're both right.
All right, read it off.
Thor's father, Odin, decides his son needed to be taught humility and consequently places Thor, without memories of godhood, into the body and memories of an existing partially disabled human medical student, Donald Blake. After becoming a doctor and on vacation in Norway, Blake witnesses the arrival of an alien scouting party. He flees into a cave from the aliens. After discovering Thor's hammer Mjolnir, disguised as a walking stick, and striking it against a rock, he transformed into the Thunder God. So he basically is a doctor by day with a nurse, Jane Foster.
But then he realized...
Have you heard that name before?
He realizes he is Thor all along.
Yeah.
And he eventually joins the Avengers and all that stuff. And Thor did get a movie a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Which was surprisingly a lot better than I think it had any right to be. It's one of the harder characters to do, I think. They did a good job with that. It reminded me of the Masters of the Universe movie a little bit from time to time. Like when the Asgardians were walking down the street in their crazy outfits, and I was like, where's the kid with the piano and all that. But, it turned out a lot better than, had any right to be, really. And Thor's one of those characters that's hard, I think, to write, because similar to the Hulk, you have to maintain this idea that he's so incredibly powerful, while at the same time putting him in positions of peril. Yeah. As the reader, where you go, oh no, will he survive this?
It's not as tough as it is with Superman, but it's still hard.
I couldn't hear you for a second.
It's not as bad as it is with Superman, but it's still hard. It's still hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough thing to do.
It's hard
because you have to kind of maintain that idea that he's so strong.
Yeah, you mean he's just an incredibly powerful being, but you still have to make him vulnerable.
I think the most popular characters, Spider-Man and Batman. Spider-Man and Batman, I think part of the reason is because people can identify with them the most, because they're in some ways the weakest, like physically and power-wise.
Hmm?
You agree with that?
Wait. Who's the weakest?
Batman and Spider-Man, people can relate to the most. Because Spider-Man's powerful, but all the guys he fights are more stronger than him usually.
Yeah, but he's still stronger than the average bear, human.
He's strong, but the whole idea is that he's He's this young person. He has the family. He has the chick, and it's like very human things about him that people like.
I'd see Batman. Okay, Batman.
Batman's very easy to put in the.
Super easy because he's just a dude. You can break him.
And there's so much you could do. There's so much more you could do with a character like that because you could put him in. Okay, he's trapped, somewhere, and he's locked up. Then you write how he breaks out, how he figures this out.
He's Batman. You know he's gonna break out. You just know he's gonna break out.
But it's a story. It's a story of how he does it.
Doesn't. Yeah. But the thing is, you know that if he doesn't break out, he's in trouble.
So you have like Thor. You have like Thor. It's a lot harder to do because he's locked up somewhere. He's Thor. He's freaking breaks everything, and he can bring down the building. So it's interesting. It's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
So okay, go ahead.
If you're looking for another weak character, that's one of the reasons why I think people like the X-Men, because a lot of the X-Men,
they're humans.
We don't want to talk about other Marvel characters right now because we're gonna do that later. But a lot of them are just as strong as a regular person,
But the thing with them as well, they're going through a struggle that people understand.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Kevin Smith.
Everywhere.
Like Kevin Smith said, the X-Men are gay. Because they basically go through like civil rights issues all the time. The X-Men. People can relate to that.
Yeah.
So anyway, my question to you: if I were to say, OJ, you're in charge of writing a Thor several issue arc of Thor, what would you like to do with the Thor characters? It's in your hands. Whatever you want to do.
So, I don't want to take it. See, there's so many ways you can go with Thor. First off, you can have him hang out in Asgard all the time with all his mythical buddies.
Yeah.
But, that's cool. They did that a lot. They've done that a lot. So, let's bring him back down to Earth. He's back down to Earth.
He's on Earth.
Yeah, let's not give him any of that transforming into another person thing right now. He's just
Thor.
He's just Thor.
Yeah.
And what he needs to do... Where are you going to go with this? I keep thinking of stupid things.
He needs to go to the Fairway Market on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to make it sound like we were going like the Schnoz-man HolePunch route where you have to go through his regular life. But you know what? We need him to fight.
You'd like to see it, maybe. You maybe want to see some of the real life.
Okay, you know what? I want to see Thor in space.
Now he's in space.
Just cause. Make him fight the Skrulls or something. Make Thor. Wasn't there a Skrull Thor that he had to fight at some point? And there was a Robo Thor that he had to fight at some point. He's the thought duplicates of himself.
That might be Godzilla you're talking about.
I want to see Thor fight. I don't know, maybe like a Robo-Odin or something. A Robo-Odin. Or
Robo-Odin.
A duplicate of Odin or something. You know what? Make him fight his dad. He's got some issues. They both fight. They probably both argue a lot. And Thor needs to learn some humility. So make him deal with it. I read a good run where Thor was in charge of Asgard.
That's interesting.
And, yeah, he was actually having some problems, so he couldn't lift his hammer anymore.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't confident enough or something. Back to Marvel putting metaphors everywhere.
Wow.
But, yeah.
They have his queen just come out of the bedroom with a disappointed look on her face, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, I can't pick up my hammer anymore.
I cannot grow.
This is tough because everything's been done with these characters.
What would you do?
I don't know. I would probably go the opposite direction, and his character he's an insanely powerful dude. That's the direction I would try to go with it. Try to accentuate that. Maybe have somebody come to the Marvel Universe. No one could stop him. He dominates everyone. Other people try. Other people try to stop him. Well, it can't be Superman. That'd be copyright infringement.
Well, either way, they've already done that.
Of course they have, but it'd be different because I'd have dick jokes in it and vomit.
Okay, so some really strong.
Some dude, I would have a major threat. And you think that Thor's in trouble. You think everyone's in trouble. And maybe Thor gets beat down a few times. But then in the end, he gets it together. And he comes back and does what he's got to do.
The worst possible way for him to win? He gets knocked unconscious when he's flying over the enemy. The hammer lands on him, and the guy can't lift the hammer, so he asphyxiates.
Or it could be some kind of a character that only Thor can has any chance, because the hammer is the only thing that can wound this thing.
Hammer.
So the other guys are strong, but he's unique in that his hammer will affect it.
Yeah.
So all the pressure's on him suddenly, and then he's got to deal with all this stuff that so much pressure's on him. The fate of humanity is on his back.
Well, just think about his power set.
Yeah.
First of all, he's super strong. He's super durable. He can fly, and he can summon lightning. It's a pretty good set. Oh, he can throw his hammer too.
Yeah. I'd have to really think about it, but it's something like that,
It's not an easy question.
It's not. So much has been done with these guys. So, anything else to say?
No. I was just saying I think this is a good segment, and I like it.
I'll probably think of something better later. If I come up with something better, I'll give it to you guys next week.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm just looking at it like, oh, dude, we could do Squirrel Girl.
No, we're not doing Squirrel Girl because I don't know anything about the character.
She's number 25, man. She beat Doctor Doom.
If I don't know the character, then we're not doing it.
So you don't want to do Rocket Raccoon?
No.
Captain Marvel.
I guess what we could do. We'll learn. We'll learn together about them.
Nice.
Okay. A Thor Galactus matchup. Galactus is coming. Only Thor knows.
He doesn't even ask for help.
He doesn't even ask for help. He goes into space. I would try to teach Thor some stuff if I wrote him. Don't be so bullheaded all the time. Maybe he's got to figure something out instead of always just smashing with the hammer. Maybe he's also
That's what he used to do, though.
He's got to figure something else too. All right. So we'll get to the comments. There's something I wanted to talk about quickly. You see, I got my Jurassic Park shirt on. See that?
Yeah, man, that's a good.
I'm a big dinosaur guy. I told you this. You didn't really know that about me. I like dinosaurs. I just think it's amazing that these things used to be where we are. That's pretty wild.
We now use them for fuel, even though I think we mostly use plants.
It's probably mostly vegetation and shit. But it's just wild to think that these things, roamed the earth along with us. I love Jurassic Park. It's one of my favorite movies.
Rawr.
I still remember going to the theater to see it, and it kind of blew my mind. It still holds up pretty well.
Yeah, you know why?
Have you seen it recently? Why?
Because they actually used some animatronics.
Yeah. But it looks so much better than a lot like Jar Jar Binks. And that was 10 years later.
There are several horrifying pictures on the internet that I would rather look at than watch Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, yeah? Are you looking at those right now? So anyway, it came to my attention because I look into things, pretty deeply sometimes, and I try to figure things out and blah, blah, blah. Reading about Jurassic Park, because I think it came out in 3D or something recently. So there's a bunch of articles came out about it. And basically what I read is the sounds of the dinosaurs. You know what those sounds are? Do you know how they made those sounds?
No.
Do you want to take a guess at it? Just take a guess. How are those sounds created? The sounds of the raptors and the T-Rex and the spitting thing that spit on the guy from Seinfeld.
Beans.
Beans?
Beans.
What do you mean beans? They gave the what? The actors beans?
Uh-huh.
You're somewhat close. The sounds of the dinosaurs are turtles having sex. And they recorded turtles having sex, and that's where they got the sounds for the dinosaurs.
I don't think I can wear this anymore.
And so I looked into that because, like I said, I look deeply into things. And if you watch turtles having sex, they do make this very insane screaming sound. And I was going to use it as a show intro, but I felt like, maybe that I already put you guys through enough with the elephant, so I didn't do it. But they'll actually, they'll do it, they'll do it doggy style, right?
Amphibianal.
You know what that is, right? You know how it's done? There's one bent down and the other one stands.
John, I'm aware.
Or kneels, whatever. And the one that is standing, I assume that's the male, because that would only make sense with the parts. he like screams. Are you looking this up now?
No, I'm just clicking.
And he literally opens his mouth and yells. And what I can only assume to be turtle curse words. Filthy language. Turtle dirty talk. And that's where
Snap me.
someone somehow said this should be the sound that we record for the dinosaurs. It's pretty brilliant. And
I know you were a box turtle.
Because we make film, right? And it's all about, like I always say to you, it's all about creative ways to solve a problem. Or to solve a question. Because all these questions come up while you make these things. What's the sound for this going to be? And it's all creative solution. And some dude, he somehow figured this out. I don't know how he did it. But that was that.
Quick note. Apparently, they could do the same thing with mammoths soon. They found recently. They found like a preserved mammoth with blood in it.
Oh, really?
Oh no!
I would love to see get those going, get those cloned, get those out there. Is that you feel upset with clones? Do you not agree with that? If they clone the mammoth, do you have some kind of like thing like they shouldn't play God or something?
I don't know. They clone sheep. Nah. I don't know if it's that big of a deal.
So you think it's all right?
It's kind of weird if they clone humans, though.
What if somebody wanted to clone you? Would you allow it?
I don't think I want a clone of me. One me is enough.
You wouldn't want that?
No, if there's going to be more of me, I want them to happen the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way that nobody knows.
I don't know what you're getting at. You ready for 2 comments now?
Yes.
All right, cool. Well, let's do some comments. OJ, if you will, please.
Our first comment comes from T-Tech N and 9NE. So TT-Tech N9, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
John, do you watch the entire show to know when to put the timestamps? Do you just write down the times fitting the show, or do you have OJ do it for you?
I would love if OJ did it, but I don't think he would. So, basically, when we talk about stuff, I remember when we're done, I kind of remember like what we talked about, and then I actually like load the audio file, and then I'll skip through it, and I have a good idea of like where we talked about things. It takes a good 15 minutes probably, honestly. It's a little bit of a pain, but that's how I do it. I don't listen to the entire thing. I just try to jump around and find the spots.
It's bad enough you have to talk with me for an hour and a half straight.
There's a whole process that goes into the show, and I hope it seems like this gentleman understands that. Mm-hmm. Even just putting the art together is a process, and that's a file that I render and then you put in there, and then I find all the times and all that. Yeah,
you have some amazing art this week.
We have the best. We have some really good stuff this week.
It's
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't even know what to say. Excuse me. Next comment.
Wow. Whoa. Well, OJ, what does OJ do for the show? What goes on, OJ?
What do I do for the show?
OJ's on-air talent.
I do sometimes. I have spare emergency topics here that we can do. I come up with stuff. Sometimes I come up with intros, but then we end up not using them.
Someday you're gonna have to make an intro.
An intro video. I meant the text things, but yeah.
You're gonna have to make a video intro. If Mark's doing it now, you're gonna have to do one at least.
Well, I'll need the camera back, John.
What do we say? I want at least once during the summer. We want to have an OJ intro and see what people think. Is that okay?
I think that's just fine.
It's gonna be just you, like with a picture of me, like just like yelling at it and burning it.
Oh, I just had a hard.
It's gonna be like OJ's gonna have a picture of me. He's gonna go, "Oh, you want to make an intro? Did you?" You're just gonna see you go in the toilet, and then you'll see some like blur, but you'll know what's going on. You'll hear
I could draw your face on a piece of toilet paper.
You'll hear the turtle sex noises, and then he'll turn around and then they'll have the photo, and it'll just be like, covered in filth. Maybe I'll hear, "Here's your intro," and that'll be the end.
Oh, I have an idea for a worse intro. You buy some old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figures, and you just have them do that and play the sounds over them.
All right, there we go. Right on.
All right.
People are saying you can do it. They're saying you want to see you do it. Come on, you can do it.
You can do it.
Someone said you're lazy.
Yeah, because I definitely don't do any work for anything ever. It's just not a thing that happens.
All right, fair enough.
All right, let's go to the next comment here, folks.
Yeah.
Next one's from Nico YouTube. I wholeheartedly believe that the Schnoz-man HolePunch theme is one of the greatest theme songs ever, of any media.
That's quite the statement. I would say it's going to be either that one or Charles in Charge. Either one's probably the best.
They're both pretty catchy, but
yeah, Charles in Charge
HolePunch sticks in my head more.
It's a good one, and you know that's kind of like the part of the reason why we made the thing, because like when I initially like sat down with the idea and stuff after we talked about it, and like everything just came to me so easily. Like the song was like there wasn't even like a previous song. That was always the song. It just came, you know. Like a lot of it just flows, you know. So when it's like that, you got to make it, you know. That's why I knew. I was like, we got to do it.
You cannot argue.
The thing that is tough is the actual physical filming, but like the writing, the music, the ideas, like that stuff just comes real quick, you know. But the other stuff is the challenge. But you know, like, and I'm not one to toot my own horn too much. I don't like to come on the show and jerk myself off all over the place. But I think it's pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that theme. I don't think I could have done any better than that. So there you go. Thank you. I appreciate it that you like it.
The only thing I would have done is removed the swear.
Yeah, that's what you said when I first showed it to you. That's what Ed told me that too, by the way.
I know.
But I think part of the thing, like being on YouTube, like it sucks. But there's benefits to it, and as you could say anything, and for the most part. So if you could throw it in there, then do it, as I say. So there you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's next?
All right. Our next comment is from Rancer, Super Street Fighter 4, I think. Rancer SSF4. What are your thoughts about Nintendo's ad revenue? I find it very stupid of them to do that to LPs who play their games for money.
Well, what do you think about it?
What do I think about it?
Yeah, I guess what's happening, I didn't know about this, but some people told me that they're, if you did like a Let's Play of a Nintendo game, they'll claim it, and they'll like take, you know, put their ads on it, and you don't get any of the ad money.
Yeah.
You get the ad money. Do you have anything to say about this?
I mean, I can see where they're coming from a legal standpoint to a degree, but it's still kind of a jerk move.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not money they would have otherwise had, in my mind. It's money they could just take.
I think what it is like the Wii U didn't really sell well. So they go, why did this happen, marketing team? What the hell did you do? And they go, and they just kind of come up with some idea of like why it didn't work out. And they go, well, look what's happening on the internet. People are making these videos, and people aren't buying the games because they can watch it. So then they go, oh, okay, we should stop that. You know, that's what I think. But
that's a pretty logical explanation.
I guarantee it's something like that. But I don't know. And people like to go, oh, this company, Sony's worse than Microsoft, or Microsoft's worse than Nintendo's better than them. At the end of the day, they're all the same, really. They're all just trying to make a buck off you, you know. That's pretty much what it's all about. And it kind of goes against Nintendo's whole deal, because their whole thing is like we just want you to have fun with our games, and our games are so fun, and you should have fun with them, and blah blah blah. And then they do stuff like this, and it's kind of like, is that really what they believe, you know?
It's like that stupid animated GIF where you see the guy going.
Right. But I do understand where they're coming from. I think if you're doing a Let's Play, like, it is your content, but part of it isn't.
Yeah.
Like, it's you manipulating something that they made. You know, it is your content, but if you took out the parts that they made, like, for instance, if I do Marvel Heroes next week, let's take away the Marvel Heroes part. It's just going to be me going like, hey, there's Dr. Octopus and Wolverine walking down the street, and now I'm jumping and fighting, haha. You know,
there's an electric villain. What a shocker! Ha ha ha!
Right. So you gotta kind of be decent about it and be like, yeah, they made a big part of this. Because some of these guys like to go out there and be like, this is my content 100%. I'm doing all of this entertainment. People are watching this because of me. And a lot of times, part of the reason people are watching is because of what you're playing as well, and it's not like...
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you gotta, if you're gonna do that kind of stuff, you gotta be respectful of the people that made the thing, because without them, there's really no you. And at the same time, without people buying the game, there is no Nintendo, without people buying their stuff.
Yeah.
So I think Nintendo's got to have respect for the people, and the people got to have respect for the makers of the games. Right? I don't know where we're at with this anymore. Let's just keep going.
Our next comment needs to be read by John.
Oh, yeah? Okay, let's see. Where are we at?
Layla Alvar's comment.
Yeah, Layla, I was a little shocked by this, the level of... We'll just read it. Layla Alvar, stay ballsy, stay cunty, as long as you stay for the insanity that is the show. That's a little hardcore. A little hardcore, Layla. We like it. I like it. I wouldn't put on a bumper sticker, but I do like it. Between us. All right.
Oh boy.
There you go.
Our next comment comes from John Vo. Bob Saget has nothing on John Rambo. He doesn't have his own web series.
Bob Saget hate returning. It's been a while. It seems like it's creeping.
He thought he was free.
It's creeping back in.
Mm-hmm.
It's back.
There is no escape for him this time.
It looks like it's starting all over again. It's kind of sad because I tried to get Saget, man. I really did. I got some phone. I called people. I emailed a bunch of people. We're just not on the Bob Saget level just yet.
Can you do it for charity?
No, we won't do it. We're not. We can't even get to like the guy that would ask him. I think we're not even at that stage. Like I don't think it's even at the point where like they ask him and he says no. I think it's not even at that level yet.
We need like 8 minutes of his time.
I sent because he was in New York. He was doing a charity thing. So I said, I found this dude's email. I sent it to him. I'm like, we want him for like 10 minutes. You could talk about the event, blah blah blah. And then so like he's like, call this guy, call that guy, leave a message. He doesn't call me back, and then it just falls apart somewhere along the line. So someday, OJ, if I could just meet him and I could talk to him, I feel like I could sell him.
I'm sorry, we can't get you Bob Saget, but we can provide you with Dave Coulier.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
All right. Our next one. Not getting Xbox One, sticking with my 360, from Daniel Duffy.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. Are you getting any of the new consoles? There's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Part of me wants to, but I don't see the point.
There's so much stuff coming out for the 360 and PS3. I don't really see the reason that you have to get the other ones right now.
I'd only get one just to be able to say, look what I got! I got another console! Yay!
You got Grand Theft Auto. You got another Batman, Rayman, whatever the hell it's called, Legends or something, or I don't know what it's called. Those are all games I'm gonna get. I'm sure there's a couple more, so I don't need the things for a while. We'll see.
I mean, well, once they start coming out with Wii U games, I'll have something else to play.
That's never gonna happen.
Whatever. I'll just play BioShock again.
All right, there you go.
Ooh, Sparkling Cider 101 says, I have to have headphones for the show to avoid embarrassment. Playing the show out loud is risky. 50% current events, 50% balls. Excuse me.
Your connection just went bizarre.
Yeah, oh no, it's telling me I have a horrible connection right now.
You sound like GLaDOS, and you look like a big mush pile.
Is that generally an improvement?
You want me to call you back?
No, that's not... Okay.
You want me to call you back?
You can try it. Come on. Sure.
Alright, bye. Alright, we got rid of OJ. Should we try to get him back? Let's see here. Let's see if we can get him back. Maybe I have to close this one out myself. Gotta take your belt off.
The person you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
OJ, this is John. I'm very upset. We're in the middle of a show, and it seems like you decided to go watch turtle sex videos and possibly go to the Fairway Market and tell the hot cashier about the turtle sex noises, that you know this, and try to impress her. But I feel like that's not the right thing to do. Please call me back when you get this message. Thank you. Let's try one more time.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
OJ, this is John. This is getting a little ridiculous. I thought we were friends. You know, we go back many years, and there's a certain bond that we have. And I know we've had some ups and downs. There was times maybe where... oh, he's calling me. Okay. There we go.
Hello.
Hello.
I was about to close Skype and open it again.
I threw you a couple voicemails.
Yeah, I got them. Thank you.
Oh, that's okay. Listen to those later. Okay, where were we now? Where were we? Just continue from where we were.
I'm just furious that I pay for expensive internet. Next comment. We just went from Sparkling Cider 101, which was have to have headphone for the show to avoid embarrassment. Playing a show out loud is very risky. 50% current events, 50% balls.
I guess it is kind of a risky thing. I try not to curse too much. You don't curse. You say things are probably worse.
Well, if
Zick.
you knew what was going on in my head, you'd know.
Zick, whatever that is. Could be worse. I don't know what that is. Like, I know what...
Could be much worse.
Like, if you say the F word, like, I know what that describes. Zick, I don't know what that could be any kind of disgusting thing.
Hey, John, can you raise my audio? They can't hear me.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm, like, eating the microphone. Hello?
That should do it.
Alright, folks, thanks for the heads up.
Okay, let's just keep going.
Our next comment comes from our dear friend, the Os Commando.
That's Joel.
OJ, you giant round-headed mandarin, how do you feel when someone says something mean or nasty to you? Okay, first thing, when you said mandarin, at first I didn't realize you meant mandarin orange, okay? I was really, really confused, and I thought you were crazy. But then I understood that you meant mandarin orange. Okay. Understood. And I used to take it to heart a lot, I'll be completely honest with you. Like, when John and I first started recording, people said some really mean stuff about me, and it really got to me, but...
Really? Like in what way?
It bothered me. They were like, oh gosh, get rid of this guy, he's so awful. John, why is he... Who is this guy? We want to see Rambo.
Did you, like, stay up late? Did you, like, wake up in the night like you were upset?
Well, it was just... it was just painful. I mean...
Hurt your feelings.
Yeah, I spent too much... But then I realized I spent too much of my life trying to make other people like me.
Mm-hmm.
So, forget it. I don't need them. If that's the kind of person they are, I don't really care that much about their opinions. So I've been trying to care less, and I've succeeded a little bit, but I still get really defensive when people say stuff about me.
I've been trying to care less.
It's not easy.
I don't know, I always feel like unless someone actually knows you personally, they can't really, you know, you can't really take it to heart.
Yeah.
If someone like really knows you well and they say something, then that could hurt, I think. But most of the time, people don't know you, and people make fun of you, like your physical appearance and shit. But there's not really much you can do about that. So what are you gonna do? Right?
Yeah. Oh gosh, my appearance. Well, I was already called fat several times today.
Where?
Thanks, Doug.
Doug was calling you fat in the stream?
Yeah. I'm gonna eat your candle, jerk. And it's not even
this is between you guys.
It's not even good to eat that.
All right, read the next one. Here's a nice one about you. Want me to read it?
Riceball 23.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, do you want to read it, John? If it's about me, you should read it.
Riceball 23. I used to think OJ was weird, but he has the biggest balls ever. Does what he loves and doesn't care what others think. He likes you a lot. Does that make you feel good?
Yeah.
All right, here's what I'm going to read. This is from Bushidoa19. Dear Rambo, dear Dr. Rambo and Dr. Pulp. I assume that's you.
I'm DP.
What would your advice be to someone with loads of exams and tests coming up in the next month for GCSEs? I don't know what that is. You know what that is?
Oh, the GCSE exam?
Yeah.
Those are something I was hoping I could talk long enough to get through and Google it while we were talking, but I didn't have enough time, so...
You don't know?
It's the General Certificate of Secondary Education, which is basically like saying you got through high school, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think, like, anytime you're in a situation like that, you're just loaded up with work, whatever it is, you got to kind of, like, realize or figure out when it is that there'll be nothing, or when will it be over, right? Like, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? And as long as you know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, you can get to that point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can grit your teeth and get to that point. And something you could do is you could go, you know, when I have this free period, when this is over, I will do this activity that I enjoy. I will go to this place that I like, you know? Something like that. Something to, like, motivate you to push through and get to the next spot, right? And I also think you should kind of understand that what you're doing is good for you in the long run. Right? It might seem like it's a lot of work and it might suck, but it's for your own benefit. And when it's over, you're going to be better off. So it's motivated. You have to find motivation.
That's the
Motivating
trickiest part
factors.
with all of this.
Right.
That's the hardest thing. What do you want out of it? I mean, if you figure that out, like, where do you want to go from this point? You know? It's like... it's tough. It's a lot of work, but think of how awesome it's going to be when you're done.
Right.
Like, yeah, like John said, think of something fun you want to do. Like, dude...
Might just be like, you know what? When I'm done with this, I'm off several days just to stay in bed and do nothing. That might mean maybe it's that, or maybe it's going to be, you know, I'm going to go to the beach or something. I don't know, whatever.
You know, do you like ice cream? Because honestly, you finish that test, and as long as you're not, like, you know, lactose intolerant or have dietary restrictions, like, just go either make your own crazy sundae of doom, or go out there and buy one. Just relax. You're like, this is for me. I got through this garbage. I got through these stupid tests. I got through these exams. I studied through it. I worked at it. I sat down with that number 12 pencil and filled all the circles in all the way, assuming they still do Scantrons. I knocked it dead. You got to think how awesome you're going to feel when it's done. It's a pain to get through this stuff, but that's the thing. You can beat this effing test. It's a stupid test. A rabid wombat is smarter than a test. You can beat this garbage.
A rabid wombat.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one for you, OJ. This is from Sam Gray. It says, I'm in need of help. I broke up with my girlfriend a few weeks ago. I'm thinking about her more than ever. I tried everything I could to get her back, but she doesn't want to. It's been about 2 weeks since I last spoke to her. I have never had this feeling in my life. I can't describe how bad I feel. All I want is for her to see how much I want to be with her. But at the same time, I want to respect the space she wants. I'm sure she's moving on, and I don't know what to do in my position. Please help.
Wow.
Yeah. This is like, it's pretty common question that we've gotten. You know, it's a cliche, and people say this all the time, like, it should be easy. Right? Like, people will say that. I think it's kind of true. Like, if you're meant to be with somebody, it'll be easy. Like, you meet them, and it just clicks. And it's always fun, and it's always easy, at least in the beginning. Like, cause I think we're like, you see like these movies, right? And there's always like the chick's on the plane, and she's taking off, and the dude has to like hijack one of those cars or whatever,
Run at him,
and then run and chase, and then yell "I love you" at the the window and all that. And I don't think that should be like how it actually is, you know.
Yeah, if you're getting romantic advice from romantic comedies, it's bad. That is not what life is like.
Yeah. And I'm all for like going after the person that you want, you know, and do it. You know, if you feel like that's the person, give her everything you got, give it everything you have to try to within the law, obviously, to show her that you're the one, you're the right one, that she's wrong. But there has to come a certain point where it turns into a certain point where you're just hurting yourself. You know, if she wants to be with you, then she should be with you, and if it's meant to be, then she should be with you. And if she's not, if she's fighting you, there's somebody else out there for you that you're not finding because you're chasing this person that doesn't see the good things about you and how good you are.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've had a couple bad breakups in my day. And the thing is, one thing that I've learned about a relationship that's really tough is that it's two people. If one person doesn't want to be in the relationship, then that's it. You only need one person to opt out, and then it's got to go. It stinks. And it hurts. And it's awful. But, you know, if you don't want to be with them or they don't want to be with you, you shouldn't be in the relationship. I mean, if you truly don't want to be with them, or, you know, truly, you know, the reciprocal, not just like, oh, we had a fight, I hate you forever, because, you know, it's tough. There's a lot of give and take and stuff between people in these things, but the first few weeks are always the hardest. After a really horrible breakup, I didn't know what to do. And to make things better, I was in an area where I didn't know that many people, and everyone I did know was away. So that first weekend was really, really tough.
Did you call me?
Probably.
What did I say?
I don't remember.
Nothing good.
It was a bad time, sir.
You hung up on me.
Bad time.
You wanted to talk about Batman.
But then, you know what? You find someone better. You'll find someone better.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there we go, man. I think we're going to start wrapping it down. It's a little earlier than usual. We have some stuff to do. I would like to take us out, play a little song before we go. So I think it's appropriate. So, of course, the big thing for us, like we talked about earlier, it's our celebration for our little tribe. It's going to be our day, June the 2nd. Schnoz-man HolePunch return. We want to hear what you guys think about it. I'm curious. It's like the biggest thing, to most exciting thing. Do the people like it?
I want to read the comments.
Did we do all right? That's what it's going to be all about, you know. So definitely let us know in some way. We got the StayBallsy game going. Whoever has the highest score, send me a screen cap of your score, StayBallsy@gmail.com. And we'll be back next week, right?
Aye.
I'll probably be doing a stream of the episode on Sunday night. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. I probably won't be recorded or anything like that. I'll just be like a little get-together, you know? Anything to say, OJ?
Yeah, I'm going to eat Doug's effing candle. He called me fat again.
Well, I think at this point it's messing with you. You should probably just ignore it or something.
Oh, I know. I'm just kind of going with the joke because that was pretty funny.
All right, so I'm going to go grab the guitar. You can leave me a voicemail or something while I'm doing that, okay?
What? Were you hanging up on me, dude?
No, I'm just going over here to get it.
Okay, go for it.
Jace. I didn't call you fat. Calm down.
Now is my chance. Rambo is away from the headphones. He can't tell what I'm saying. And we all have to plot. We have to plot to make Rambo take those off. To make Rambo the greatest dictator ever. Though he's not really a dictator. Oh gosh, he's got the guitar. Watch out, it's a Takamine, which is a really good guitar. And he's coming.
All right, OJ.
I'm ready.
You want to mute? You don't want to? What? All right, here we go, guys. Fever was an ocean, they'd shrink you with a straw. Yeah, fever was a person, they'd kick him in the balls. Schnoz-man HolePunch, the justice me. It's not over yet. Alright guys, hope it sounded alright. June 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. I get to see what we're really capable of doing.
Yeah!
That's right. We'll talk to you later, guys. OJ, final words?
You guys are awesome. Catch it on the 2nd. Catch you in Ohio.
Alright, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.